Hey everyone, it's Ted Branshaw, Farm Bill Biologist with Southeastern Grassland Initiative and Quail Forever, and I am here to talk to you guys about Japanese knotweed. This is part of what will hopefully be a weekly series for invasives of the week, and we're starting off with Japanese knotweed, which is most of all of that you see right there. So just to get into the identification first, so you know what you're looking at, the leaves grow on the stems in an alternating pattern. So you have a leaf coming out on its own here, and then down a little ways on the opposite end you have another one, and it kind of forms a zigzag pattern. The stems themselves are quite purpley. The nodes, which is where the leaves come off of, are raised. They got a bit of a bump to them. And then the leaves themselves are fairly large. They have this acuminate tip, which is what it means when it comes down to a point like that from being wider. And then the base of it, I like to think of it as a shield shape. When it's in flower, the flowers of this plant form clustered panicles about 10 centimeters long for a whole cluster of the flowers, and the flowers will be half a centimeter wide themselves in creamy white color. The scientific name of this is Rhinutria Japonica, and it's in the Polygonaceae family, which is the buckwheat family, also the rhubarb family. This invasive grows incredibly fast. So I'm about 6 feet tall. I'm holding the phone about head level, and as you can see, there's leaves and stems coming up above. So this is shot in mid-June. Flowers will come out later in the summer, or late summer bloomer, early fall sometimes even. And they grow very quickly. So as I pointed out, this gets pretty tall, and it got this tall just this growing season. So from when it heated up this year to now, it got this big, because when they started out, there wasn't even anything in this little patch that I had noticed at first. It spreads through underground rhizomes. That's the word I'm looking for. So many other plants do this, but as they blow in the wind, you might be able to see that the undersides are definitely a lighter shade of green as well. But anyway, they grow with rhizomes that spread underneath the ground, and and because of that, if you were to try and treat or remove this mechanically, you need to dig up those rhizomes, otherwise they will come back. Herbicide applications will work, but if you do so, to make sure that the rhizomes get killed, I would say clip them and then get what's left of the shoots at that point with the herbicide you're using, and then that should hopefully kill the rhizomes as well. An extra thing I forgot to mention in the first set of this recording is, so this whole thing is Japanese knotweed again. If you follow the stem down, it's a little darker down in here so you can't see as well, but this is the stem, and this is what the stem's going to look like going straight into the ground, as you can see. And then this did not, I know this cluster didn't grow up for seed, at least not this individual shoot. So there's rhizomes connecting this to the rest of the plant underneath the ground. So there you have it, Japanese knotweed, Rhinutria Japonica, or as the Japanese call it, Itadori, your invasive of the week.